All right, we are back. They say to me, they've said, "Where are we going?" They've said that on those channels that do nothing but tell you how to get more YouTube viewers, that you really need to like promise something like interesting at the outset of your video. Ooh, did you like that noise? You need to promise something interesting at the outset of your video, and then uh, deliver on that promise. And my promise that I'm putting out here at the start of my video is I'm gonna die in this episode. Not in the game, in real life. I feel like garbage, like shit. I feel the worst. Oh, yeah, we're floating away from that place. We'll just let that happen. That's fine. I woke up feeling like shit. I grabbed some of that. So if suddenly I just stop moving and sort of like maybe just go and you hear like a thump, it's because I'm dead and someone is uploading this posthumously on my behalf, on the behalf of my family, um, so they can get that sweet ad revenue that I'm not making. I am not a good YouTuber. I do not follow any of the recommended practices. My subscriber base, as I'm recording this, is 12 people. Uh, one of whom I made the mistake of, I'm such a small fry currently that anytime someone subscribes, I notice it individually, and sometimes you can see who the person is. And so I'm like, okay, well, let me check out this person. Go through. It's one of those people who I just assume they're bots. Usually, the people who have like just like an adult man's name and then like 0009 or whatever, 654320008. I'm like, what? That can't be a real person. Surely they would come up with. There's so many things you could, even just like a sort of noise, like a random vowel would be better than that, you know. It's one of those fellas. I go through he his channel, like his profile picture is a close up like image of a soldier in front of an American flag, but it's like a PDF that he like screenshotted off of like laptop. He took the picture of his phone with a web camera. It's so like distorted, but I'm fairly sure it's a soldier in front of an American flag. And and like he has like 20 playlists that are things like rules for life, workout motivation, that are just Joe Rogan clips and like funk music. And I'm like, he's got like a lot of Elon Musk on Joe Rogan, a lot of sort of like anti-trans like shit. And I'm just like, man, you are in for a rude awakening when when the episodes start coming out. I am not the type of creator you think I am. I'm not one of those video game let's players who says a slur like once a year on a video that they edit somehow. They manage to do it. Uh, I'm just a guy just trying to make cool stuff, you know. Um, and to me, unfortunately, oh, I'm dying. That means I just don't, the stuff that like the algorithm or whatever would like from me. I'm sure I could. I feel like I have the capabilities if I really committed myself to being like one of those dudes who's like, I think I could be one of those productivity YouTubers, no problem. I just like need to learn how to film things a little bit more aesthetically nice and then just cop like stuff. Just like read Atomic Habits once and then like make each chapter into its own YouTube video and reference it every second of my life. Buy one of them keyboards that has a bunch of different colors. Uh, buy a fake plant for my desk. Get some of those like red, green, LED, RBG lights behind me. Um, just the same, buy a YouTube subscription button. Uh, just get a fake one made. Um, Actually, that's like a pretty good idea. If I were ever a commentary person, that's what I would do. I'd get like a fake YouTube subscription button made and see if, see if I can leverage that into a few more subscribers. That'd be very funny. How much can it cost? What? $1,000? $5,000? Oh, a little island. And I think we're gonna hit it without me doing anything, which is great. Because I need to dig up more treasure. Man, my head. My head feels bad. I was like not gonna record anything. In fact, I wasn't gonna even like write or do any of my morning, like my meditations and stuff. I was just feeling so shitty. Um, and then I had some rice that I cooked in a chicken stock that I made recently, and oh man, that really helped the old brain get back into some sort of like positive space. I was spiraling a little bit for sure. Let's hang on. Let's change this. I just want to get the other thing off, right? So maybe I have to put a different one on. I don't know. I don't know how that works actually. Everyone, if you're religious, I need you to pray for a painting for me from Christian God, Zeus, whoever. I don't care. Um, I need a painting. I need a win this morning. And if this doesn't work out, if I don't get a painting right now here on this island, it's your fault. And if I do get a painting, I will thank you. I will love you. I will respond to all the comments on this video and tell every single one of you that you're great and beautiful and special. Uh, but if it doesn't work out, I'm going to be mean to you guys for the rest of my life. I'm going to be very cruel. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think of you. And what that is wow, right here. I don't think I've ever seen this island before, you know? Well, that's cool. Garbage. Not even worth stopping, to be honest. Yeah, I assume there's not. Yeah, another one. I shouldn't have even stopped the boat. Should just let it keep floating. Should be hooking stuff really all the time for the sake of my achievements, my precious, precious achievements. But yeah, so I'm maybe one day I'll like get in my head that I'd like to like be a little more serious about YouTube and make like a just cut it down to like making just a weekly video. Really focus on a niche. All that stuff. Make good like thumbnails, hire an editor to do shit for me, the whole deal. But in the short term, I'm just like having fun making whatever immediately pops into my head and filling the like gaps in between with Raft videos where I can just sort of talk, just sort of do what, you know, just sort of think, just sort of sit and think, not like really have to like worry too hard about, making something incredible or great or whatever. Because I feel like, I don't know, I think there's some value. There's like, I think that you should, as an artist, just make whatever pops into your head immediately. Not everything has to be like, oh, I'm making this for money, or oh, I'm gonna like make my magnum opus. The fact is, you're like never gonna run out of ideas. I'm, 30, and I have so many ideas for like books and things and movies and stuff I'd love to make one day that I couldn't get to them if I tried. Like if I like quit my job and did nothing but make those things. And if even if it was like hyper successful and I was, able to do whatever I felt like all the time, I was like rich and shit. I don't think I could like get a fraction of the things that I'd like to do done, you know? So just like make things. You can make them quick, make them fast, you know? And the ideas don't have to be incredible every single time. You know what I mean? I think Aesop Rock made one of his like beloved songs is just about his cat. Just a song about a cat. And it's sick and it's cool. And it feels like he was just like, oh, I'm just going to make this. And he just made it, you know? So there's like places, I guess, for like those sort of like, I'm going to make, my magnum opus, et cetera, et cetera. But there's also like space for just like, I'm going to make something that I think is cool, and I'm not going to worry too much about like it being incredible, or I shouldn't be putting scrap into there really. I wonder how much these are worth. Not much. Looks like, huh? I got a lot of rope. Eventually I can recycle a bunch of it. My hook's almost dead, it looks like. Which makes sense. I've been using it more than I ever usually do. Look at that moon, brother. There's going to be an eclipse this weekend. That's pretty exciting. I'm hoping we have decent weather for it so we can check it out. You know, we've got some of them eclipse glasses. My old job sent them to me, which was very strange. The last time there was an eclipse, I didn't know who they were from. There was no like company wide email. I just like got some eclipse glasses. Well, and the thing was, I for a while I was like, did my dad send them to me? Because he like occasionally will just get an idea in his head that I would want something, and then he'll like be like, "Here you go, son," and I'm like, "What is this? What is this thing you've gotten me? I've never talked about this before in my life." Um, but it's very sweet. I love him for it, and sometimes it's something that I do really want. So for hang on. Just pop over to this island, might as well. This has been a relaxing little episode, and honestly, I feel like one of my better ones as far as like just talking goes. Just like having a feeling and talking and thinking about stuff. I feel like I've been like a little wired recently. Uh, and I think I'm like still like kind of like in a mood, but there's something, you know, I have my moments. What the hell? Beautiful. Almost there. All right, turn off the engines. And then what? Where are we floating? Oh, away. Hang on. If we were floating towards it, I would have just like left it and then gone and done the digging as I had said I was going to do previously. Okay. By the way, if I find that painting now, it's not change anything. I'm still gonna be mean to you guys for the rest of me playing this. Oh my god. Wow. That's so fucking funny. I can't believe that. Dude. That's so funny. I need to be mean to you guys now. I'm sorry. I wish it weren't the case. That's not what I want to do. I'd love to be nice to you, but I don't know. They've spoken, you know what I'm saying? That's wild. That's so funny. Oh, I love it. It's awful to look at. That's so funny. That's good. I prefer to be mean. I'm lying. I prefer to be mean. I think uh, I've watched enough Northern Lion to feel like the correct way for a creative person making stuff in the world to be towards their audience is just like very confrontational. And I'm sticking to that. That's so funny. Well, we're a little closer now, and I love that that's the fact. That's the case. That's big for me. Thank you, Island. You're the greatest. Maybe these small islands are the way to go for finding these things. I mean, you find the stuff so quickly compared with like the big ones. But I do have to go kill the birds, so I might as well, you know, go on to bird islands anyways. Check for treasure while I'm there. I need a new shovel, huh? We can build a new shovel before the episode wraps up because I think the day is about to break. Unless I already have. I've got a pretty busted one. What's the shovel take? Need some planks. Pick that up. Craft a shovel. And then we'll just use up these two busted ones. That's so funny, man. Oh, I'm dying, huh? That's fine. Hang on. Let me refill the water. Well, thank you as ever for watching. I hope you had a good time. if you are watching, my analytics say that you're probably not, unless it's in the first 8 seconds of the video. So maybe I should start thanking people right at the start.